Hey, what's up everybody? Wanted to talk to you today a little bit about how we feed our bees and our syrup pump. It's nothing special. It's a Dadant fructose pump. We ordered it from Dadant. It is pricey. It ended up costing about $2,000 to get it from Dadant and shipped to our house. You could go pick it up and avoid the freight charges, but we didn't have time for it. And you could definitely build this system cheaper than what we paid for it. However, we didn't have time to do that, and it's, you know, when we needed it, we needed it. We grew pretty fast, and we have to have it to feed our bees. The days of carrying 5-gallon buckets for us are over. We did that for a long time. You know, we carried syrup back and forth to the bee yard, and, you know, filled buckets up at home and carried them to the bee yard. But, you know, it just costs so much time and so much money to do that. So we ended up purchasing this pump system, and we're very happy with it. Like I said, it is expensive, but hopefully after today's video you'll get an idea how it works, and you could definitely put this system together a lot cheaper than you can buy one. So we wanted to show you that today, so stay tuned. On our syrup system, it's powered by a Briggs & Stratton 6.5 horsepower engine. It's a horizontal shaft with a pulley and a clutch, and that's what powers our actual gear pump. I'm kind of disappointed that Dadant didn't go with a Honda engine on this system. Yeah, I know it costs more, but we would have been happy to pay the extra cost for that. The engine and the pump is the life of your system, and if you're going to build one of these, you know, by yourself and do it on your own, I would highly recommend putting that extra money to an actual gear pump, not a trash pump. Use a gear pump. It'll pump 2 to 1, 1 to 1, and everything in between. It'll even pump some honey. Definitely go with a gear pump, and I would even look into a Honda engine if you want your engine to last more than a few seasons. This is our suction hose. It's connected to a galvanized T that connects into our gear pump itself. It also comes out to a pressure gauge and another standpipe with our pressure adjustment valve. This is our hose outlet that goes to our nozzle to feed the bees with, and this is a standpipe used to prime and also to winterize your pump in the winter time. It's important to winterize your pump to keep it from freezing and cracking. This is a cast iron gear pump, I believe. It's not a bronze one. Why they didn't use a bronze, I don't know, or a brass. Doesn't make any sense to me, but this is what they sent us, and this is what we have. The gears on the inside are actually stainless steel, so shouldn't be any issues with that. And they make a kit that you can pack the seals back in, and a gasket and all that, and it's very affordable. We have changed it one time already. Our suction, or our pump pressure, we like to recommend is around 35 psi, and that seems to be optimal, because anything over that, whenever you pull it makes it hard to pull the nozzle for one, and when you do it, that back pressure just shoots the syrup out and it causes a mess. So 35 psi is optimal, what we found. Dadant also sent this pump with galvanized fittings. Why they did that, I don't know, but we're not very happy with it. Hey, our whole system is built onto a custom pallet. We built this pallet to accommodate our pump and our tank. The pump comes on a base that has cutouts to attach it. I'm assuming to a flatbed truck or a pallet in some way. It's cut out and it fits perfectly with a 2x4, and we bolt the 2x4 down onto the pallet. Our syrup tank is actually just a poly tank that we picked up at Tractor Supply. Now they're a little pricey. I think we paid $280, give or take, for the tank, but it's been a good one. We've had it for a couple of years. Our suction hose, which is attached to our pump, it runs into our syrup tank up top, and it's got a clamp that comes with this system, but all it is a C-clamp attached to a piece of round stock that we electrical tape our suction hose to, and at the bottom of our suction hose we put a piece of hardware cloth to keep any debris out. Now keep in mind that a gear pump will accept like dead bees and stuff like that. It'll chew those up pretty good, but we want to protect it as best as possible, and we don't want to run anything through it that might hurt it, like a piece of wire or a piece of wood or a nail or anything like that, and which we try to keep everything out of our tank, but that little piece of hardware cloth is just extra insurance. For our delivery nozzle, what we use is a 3/4 inch gas pump nozzle. We also got this at Tractor Supply Company. This is our second nozzle we've been through so far. The first one, it failed. I don't know why it failed, but it might be a good idea to keep another nozzle with you at all times. This one works pretty good, and we've been happy with it and hadn't had any issues with it since then. And it's attached right now to a vinyl hose, which I do not like. Don't use a vinyl hose. Go ahead and spend the money and get your rubber hose. They don't kink as bad, they're more pliable, and they work a whole lot better. Our rubber hose, you know, something happened to it, we broke it. But we have another one on order. We're replacing this vinyl hose as soon as possible. Now, a good rubber hose is not something you can pick up most places, so you may have to special order that. I think we ordered ours from Granger. It's where we got it, I believe. But keep that in mind. Don't go with a vinyl hose. Get a rubber hose, and you'll be a lot happier you did. We don't have a reel currently. We do want to get a reel system, but we don't have one right now. And we run a 50-foot hose, and it's done pretty good for us. We just curl it up to the back of the truck when we're done. Another thing with your hose, keep it protected, keep it out of sunlight, and it'll last you a long time for the most part. So make sure you get a rubber hose. Don't use this vinyl garbage you get at the local hardware store. Another thing I was really disappointed with on the Day-Dent pump is most of the fittings come in galvanized, and galvanized does rust, especially around the threads. So we went ahead and bought all the extra fittings in stainless steel. We have not put them on there yet, but that's a project for another day. But we did go ahead and buy them. Now keep in mind, stainless fittings is pricey. I think it cost us another $150 just to get the fittings that we needed to replumb all the stuff that Day-Dent should have sent in stainless steel in the first place, but they didn't. So keep in mind, if you're gonna run this system, go ahead and go with the stainless steel fittings. You'll be glad you did, especially several years down the road. Another thing we utilize is a 275 gallon tote. We use this a lot if we have to feed all the yards at one time. And what we do is we put this on our trailer and strap it down. I can't stress how important it is to strap it down really well. These are heavy when they're filled, especially with syrup. So make sure you strap it down really well. And we'll put our pump system in front of it and strap it down as well. And we'll pump straight out of this. Now, when we make our syrup, we don't use a trash pump or anything like that. We still make ours in a 55 gallon drum. And we use our syrup pump to pump it from our drum that we mix it in into these totes. We're looking at doing a better system for that in this coming year, but right now we're using our fructose pump to pump our mixed syrup out of the container that we mix it in into our 65 gallon tote on the pallet, or into the 275 gallon IBC tote. We got this one, I can't remember, I'm pretty sure it was Tractor Supply, and you can get them every day at Tractor Supply, but they are pricey. You can find them online used. Just keep in mind, you want to know what was in this tote before you use it, and you need to sanitize it really well, because they carry a lot of different chemicals and things in it, soaps and stuff like that. So that's what we do. By no means is it the only way to feed bees. We've used 5 gallon buckets. We've carried it in mason jars and everything else. So the fructose pump, the syrup pump from Day-Dent really was a game changer for us, and we highly recommend some kind of pump system if you have a number of colonies to feed. You'll be thankful you got it. Hopefully this will give you an idea how to create your own pump system, or you can use it if you're building it. You can take some ideas from what they've already assembled on ours, and you can go from there. A lot of different things will work, trash pumps, etc., but we recommend a gear pump if you're serious about feeding bees, and they'll hold up better. So thanks for watching, and happy beekeeping.